Hey everyone, welcome back to Islam Unbox. Today I will be talking about Zamzam well or Zamzam water. Zamzam water is believed to be a miracle water, can heal any sickness. Because from the story in Hadith, how Zamzam water healed Ishmael when he was sick. Now, and also one more thing, and also it is believed to be everlasting. Zamzam well is believed to be everlasting, never run out of water. That's what Muslims believe. So, but of course, the story of Hagar or Zamzam well, the well of Zamzam, are not actually in Quran. It is in Hadith. It is also in Tafsir, but not in Quran. I will show you a question by a Muslim just to show you how this Muslim asking why those stories are not in Quran. It is from islamka.com, islamquestionandanswer.com. I will show you the question first. Here you go. Why does the Quran, whereas the Bible does, not make a mention of the institution of circumcision as well as the story of Hagar and the miraculous well of Zamzam? So why does the Quran not mentioning the story of Hagar and well of Zamzam? That's the question, right? Now, this this person, the person who answered this is a Sheikh from Saudi Arabia. The answer is, well, it is from Sunnah here. The matters which you mentioned are explained in Sunnah, in both of them, the Sunnah and the Quran. But in the Quran, actually, it's not very, very deep, very detailed. It is actually very questionable. It is from Surah Ibrahim, verse 37. I will show you that. It is from Surah Ibrahim, verse 37. I will read. Our Lord, this Ibrahim talking. Our Lord, I have settled some of my offspring in the barren valley near your sacred house, our Lord, so that they may establish prayer. So make the hearts of believing people incline towards them and provide them with fruits, so perhaps they will be thankful. So this still not mentioning Zamzam well or Hagar or Ishmael actually, right? Now let me go back to the answer. I want to show you something. This story from Sunnah, right? It says from Sunnah. So it means Hadith. Now we go to the Hadith. Sorry. It is from Sahih al-Bukhari. And this from Sahih al-Bukhari, I will show you. Sahih al-Bukhari, Hadith number 3365. The story is very long, but we will try to read it very quick or easy, just to make it easy and quick. Bear with me. So according to the story, Abraham took out Ishmael and Hagar because the jealousy of Sarah. So they were sent away with a water skin containing some water. And this is the funny thing. Look, if you see, start from here, they had a water skin with them containing some water. Ishmael's mother used to drink water from the water skin so that her milk would increase for her child. See? So her milk would increase for her child. So in this story, Ishmael was a baby, maybe a year, two, three, maybe. I don't know. But for sure, Ishmael was in the story is not like a 10-year-old boy, for example, right? Because no 10-year-old boy would suckle. Am I right? Now, they ran out of water. So, Ismail mother starting to run from, oh here, from Safa to Marwa and from Marwa to Safa. There you go. See, when she came down to the valley, she ran till she reached the Marwa mountain. There you go. She ran back and forth many times, looking for somebody. But then the angel came. It was Gabriel who showed up. And Gabriel hit the earth with his heel until the water gushed out. And then, so they can drink. And then again, here, if you read from here, Ishmael's mother started drinking from the water and her milk increased for her child. Imagine that. Just from the water. So now, as you can see from this story, Ishmael was a baby, which is funny. Because that's not, we know it's not true. Let me show you if in case if you are Christian and but you forget how old was Abraham when Ismail was born and how old was Abraham when Isaac was born. I will show you from the book of Genesis 16 and the Genesis chapter 21. And also if you're a Muslim, maybe you can take this chance just to go through this Bible with me. Genesis 16. There you go. Genesis chapter 16, verse 15. So Hagar bore Abram a son, and Abram gave the name Ishmael to the son she had born. Abram was 86 years old when Hagar bore him Ishmael. So remember this. Abram was 86 when Ishmael was born. Now we go to Genesis chapter 21. Let me enlarge. We start from verse 5 right away. There you go. Abraham was 100 years old when his son Isaac was born to him. So the difference actually 14 years difference. And when Isaac was born, Hagar was still living in the house. She was not kicked out from the house yet. Now from verse 8 and So and later you can read how and why Hagar was kicked out with Ishmael, because Ishmael making fun, mocking, mocking Isaac. So Sarah was mad. Get rid of that slave woman and her son, for that woman's son will never share in the inheritance with my son Isaac. That's what Hagar asked Abraham. Now, I believe this, well, it says Abraham was distressed, right? Of course. But this if you don't understand why God kicked them out, why God asked Abraham to kick them out, it's a punishment for Abraham and Sarah, because they have made decision without God's approval. They don't have children, and then what Sarah asked from Abraham, take that servant of mine, maybe you will have children. Maybe I will have children through her. So they did not actually lean on God. They did not ask God. They did not, you know, it's almost like they did not believe that God would actually do something great in their life or giving what they want. They resorted to their own wisdom. Now, enough about that. Now, so in the Bible, we go to verse 15 from chapter 21. When the water in the skin was gone, she put the boy under one of the bushes. Then she went off and sat down about a bow's shot away, for she thought, I cannot watch the boy die. And as she sat there, she began to sob. God heard the boy crying. And the angel of God called to Hagar from heaven and said to her, what's the matter, Hagar? Do not be afraid. God has heard the boy crying as he lies there. Lift the boy up and take him by the hand, for I will make him into a great nation. Then God opened her eyes and she saw a well of water. Here you go. But the Bible doesn't name it Zamzam. Actually, I do believe Zamzam, actually it's, um, if you watch Arabic or Aladdin, when they say Alakazam, when they use their, it's like to conjure something that is not there, and then all of a sudden it's there, like a magician, or you know, they will say the word Alakazam from Zam, Alakazam, and then Zam, and Zamzam becomes Zamzam. So it's like a mantra. So I don't believe the name is a real name anyway. Just somebody name it Zamzam, or maybe Muhammad. I don't know who named it Zamzam. I do believe the name Zamzam was taken from Alakazam. So now go back to Zamzam. This is the story, the background of Zamzam water in Quran and or in Islam, and the story of Hagar and Ishmael in from Bible, and how we compare to Al Bukhari. So now Zamzam well, like I said in the beginning, Zamzam well is believed to be everlasting water, will never run out, will heal any sickness. Sometimes, or not sometimes, many people who go to for Hajj or Umrah will take home Zamzam water. They will pay a lot of money for that. It could be like for like a couple of liters in Canada could be like $70, $60. It is very expensive. They do sell it in Canada. I don't know how. Maybe they import it. So in case if you want Zamzam water, but you're not going for Hajj, then you can get it too, right? Anyway, now I will show you Zamzam well from a very old picture. Oh, sorry. This is actually from the new picture. This Zamzam well. They renovated nicely. But now I will show you the old picture. As you can see, like if you can see, actually the diameter of the well is not that big, you know. But I will show you the old picture. That's why it's very questionable. What is that? Oh, I think I lost it. The old picture. Zamzam well. Okay, here you go. Zamzam well. If you can see, the diameter looks so big. You see how this person here and this person here. You see how many people around it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And this guy is far 7. And it's not even covering half of it. So Zamzam water in the old days, actually Zamzam well, is bigger compared to this Zamzam well. Right? Anyway, and this look so cute. They put the bucket. And this is the old one. They look so different. From the diameter alone is actually questionable. Now, Zamzam well, like I said 2 times before, it will heal any sickness because Ismail was healed by drinking Zamzam water. I will show you a website from arabnews.com. Okay, this Arabs. Okay, this I'm showing you the picture first. Some workers working on pipes, a lot of pipes. You may wonder what it is. Let's visit the website. So now the website is, as you can see, arabnews.com. Let's see what is talking about. Latest sterilization technology used to ensure quality and safety of Zamzam water. Now, if Zamzam water is miracle, why you need to ensure the safety? This guy is talking about filters being used to take out not only for safety but also to take out the smell and to take out the smell. If Zamzam water is miracle water, why they need to ensure the safety? Right? So it doesn't make sense. It is Zamzam water. It means it's not Zamzam water is not miracle water. Or maybe Zamzam well does not have the water anymore. There's another explanation which is nicer for Muslims. if I still give the, if I can still give the credit, like, okay, fine. Let's say if Zamzam water is miracle water, why they need to ensure the safety? Because Zamzam well is out of water and they take it from somewhere else. Now the population of Makkah is about a couple of million people, and Makkah doesn't actually have water. Makkah doesn't have water. So now I will show you another article from Arab News. You see the headline? How Saudi Arabia plans to meet the water needs of the holy sites. Of the holy sites, including Makkah. If Makkah has Zamzam well, that the water will never run out, why the Saudis need to make a plan to meet the water needs? What kind of, the water needs should be fine, because doesn't matter how much they need the water, but if there is, as long they have Zamzam well, then they should not have any problem at all with water. And then now you can read this one. Total pilgrim is about 2.4 million who perform Hajj. 2.4 million. Now I suppose this one before COVID, so I suppose this one was 2018. Right? 2.4 million. And look at this picture. Look at this picture. What do you see? What it says? Water reservoir under construction in Makkah. Water reservoir. Why they need this reservoir? Because, right? Look at this. Why they need this? If Zamzam well has everlasting water, why do they need this? Right? Look at this. Now they say the pilgrim could be 30 million by 2030. So now this is what they say. Serving these places and their visitors with adequate amounts of water is understandably a priority. Right? This this is why Zamzam well, I do not believe Zamzam well it has water, still has water, and secondly, and the most importantly actually, most important, I do not believe Zamzam well is a miracle water at all because of this. I hope my explanation is good enough, and I hope you guys can understand my points here about Zamzam well. And that's all from me. For those who believe Zamzam well has miracle water, God bless you. And for those who do not believe that Zamzam well has miracle water, God bless you. Have a nice life.